I was diagnosed with broken heart syndrome when my mother died.
She called to end everything. That was the beginning of my situation. It felt like a sharp pinch in my heart for a second.
On June 4th, 2022, I received a call from an unknown. Your mom is no more. Sorry to tell you like this, but you need to be here before her body is transitioned to the morgue.
And she didn't pick up her calls, not even a mistaken text.
I woke up 2 days later in a hospital bed.
Then the reality set in.
Revealed.
It's called broken heart syndrome, a medical condition that affects the heart.
My name is I was diagnosed with broken heart syndrome when my mother died. Initially, they thought I had a heart attack until they took an ECG, electrocardiogram scan on my heart, and saw no blockages nor clots in my heart left ventricle.
My name is Gideon Say. From my doctors, my condition. Broken heart syndrome is quite different from a heart attack. They say a heart attack happens due to blockages and blood clots forming in the coronary arteries, which supply the heart with blood. As a person with a normal coronary artery and no severe blockage or clot, I found myself in a compromising situation, with my heart muscle weakening from a stun by adrenaline and stress hormones over-exceeding their limits.
It should not be taken for a heart attack. A heart attack is medically curable, but a broken heart is not. It fades away over time when the patient has struggled hard to make it possible. The syndrome is triggered by severe emotional or physical stress.
On June 4th, 2022, I received a call from an unknown. Your mom is no more. Sorry to tell you like this, but you need to be here before her body is transitioned to the morgue. That was it. I said not a single word, neither did I blink. I woke up 2 days later in a hospital bed. With my fear and anger filling me up, I had severe chest pain.
This all happened on a faithful morning. I was feeding my paralyzed mum. Abby, my ex-girlfriend. Yes, Abby. Well, she is Abigail, but I call her Abby, her friends too. She called to end everything. She broke up with me over the phone within a few seconds. That was the beginning of my situation. It felt like a sharp pinch in my heart for a second. After that call, I thought to myself, nah, it is okay. She will come around. Even if she doesn't, I will be just good. But she didn't. It all seemed like an impossible dream at first to me. Separating from that one person my soul had bonded with. Every morning, through the day, I would get no call from her, and she didn't pick up her calls, not even a mistaken text. Then the reality set in. I felt betrayed. My breath changed and shortened with dizziness, limiting my energy levels unlike before. Every time I thought of her, my heartbeat would be severely irregular.
When the doctor approached me, he said, "Wow, we thought we lost you." I was quite confused. The doctor took his time to explain to me exactly what was happening to me. It was a broken heart syndrome. From their findings, mine was about the traumatic incidents in my life from my past to my mother's death.
Sometimes I believe it's not her fault. I mean, she traveled to Brazil for her undergraduate, and I understand it's 7 years to finish that pharmacy course. And she will want to find a job there. I mean, 10 years is enough to get another person. All I can say is, I would have done differently if it was me, because I love her. In my case, when the reality set in, I had to see a doctor for some time because I couldn't do anything. My mom was unaware of our relationship. She suggested we see a pastor. It was my friend who told me to point blank. You and I know it's not spiritual. Just tell your mom you want to see a doctor first.
My past bounced back to me. The guy my heart knew. The body got used to and the soul felt tied to at age 17 betrayed me. But I thought I was over it because it's been 8 years. How couldn't I live without him? To top up with my mom's death as well, my soul felt like it wanted to escape. I was not even around when my mom's body was being sent to the morgue. My breath became unstable again, struggling for air as I thought of all the pain.
The doctor was gentle. She opened up to me. That broken heart syndrome is quite delicate without any cure. Just pure mindset and therapy. Unlike heart attacks that could be medically managed. She enlightened me about 1% of the human population falls dead once victimized. That gave me hope because I naively thought 1% meant that it was difficult for a person to die of broken heart syndrome.
I was fortunately discharged after a few hours and stuck with the therapy instructed by the doctor, which helped me to survive till today. I was advised to take care of myself and let people know when I need them. Go out more often to distract myself from getting worried, and let go of grief and pain to ensure cardiomyopathy is controlled.
I took some time off to grieve and forgave myself for loving the wrong person. I needed to forgive her and myself to be fit, and the thought of being called for a job interview helped my healing process. I got the job by God's grace.
If you left your last relationship with severe pain in your chest, with fear and anger eating you up, like there is a pierce through your heart, no good breath, that is not necessarily a heart attack, my dear. You are too healthy to die. Perhaps there are no blockages in your coronary artery. That might be a broken heart syndrome. And if these clots cut off the blood supply to the heart for a long enough time, that is when it would cause the heart muscle to die, leaving the heart with scar tissue and irreversible damage. Cardiomyopathy or broken heart syndrome occurs when a person experiences sudden acute stress from fear, anger, or pain and could rapidly weaken the heart muscle. However, one could recover once they are not dead, likely without any long-term heart problems if the heart muscle doesn't have permanent damage. Broken heart syndrome is real, without any cure, and can kill. So whenever you feel sudden severe chest pain, shortness of breath, low blood pressure, and irregular heartbeats, please visit a doctor to save your life. We need you alive. Share your story today. Let people learn from your experience. An experience shared, a life saved.
Revealed.